So far I haven't been able to find any of these body mounts for the 93. I've looked in LMC and a couple other places and haven't found anybody that sells any new ones yet. So we're just going to go ahead and install the lift kit now, use the old body mounts, and as soon as I find some new body mounts I will replace these. Really don't want to use those old things, but they'll get us by for now. Spent a lot of time completely degreased and cleaned the underside, and it's all back to the factory primer again, and that doesn't need to be painted at all. I would like to leave it to where it looks like factory primer. I recently bought a new truck. It's a 97 3500 4x4, and it's got a flatbed on it, single cab with a 5-speed in it. And I really wanted one of those for my business to haul trailers around and everything. I was going to introduce it to the channel, but after a month of driving it, I ended up blowing up the transmission or possibly the transfer case. I don't know which one, but I do know the transfer case chain was really loose, so it's possibly the transfer case. I'm going to put a new clutch in it, the South Bend, of course. That's what I always use. I'll show you guys that truck in another episode. And for now, on this episode, I'm basically just going to be trying to get the cab back on the frame because the other truck, it needs some work done to her. I need her on a flat level surface, and it's also cold, so I need her out of the wind because I'm kind of spoiled like that. This happened when I finally just received the last piece to the crossover steering. Now that I have it, now I need to push her out of the garage so that I can pull the other truck in here for a couple of weeks while I diagnose the situation, wait on parts, and then put her back together. So for now, Betsy's finally going to get her cab back on the frame. Been sitting up there for about 1.5 years now, and it's time for her to go back together. So let's get to it. So if you can tell by the smile on my face, I'm pretty happy with the height of the truck, especially with this size tire, the 35 tires. Sometimes you can jack a truck up too high. It makes the tires look really small. But I can tell right now, just with the cab sitting on there, that the tires are the right size for this lift. So right now I've got the 3-inch body lift on there. And there's not a whole lot of aftermarket support for clips and extensions and things like that for any wiring or any bracketry or anything like that. So I will have to do some fabrication and moving around the things. And you saw me put the steering in there. Don't worry about that. That particular steering rod is not going on the truck for the finished product. I am going to get one of those Borgeson ones that a telescope, because this just isn't quite long enough to work anyway. So I'm just going to use it for now to be able to steer the truck while we move it in and out of the garage. If you guys wonder where I've been and what I've been doing, I've taken on, or I've kind of gone in partnership with a local business who gives me so much work that I don't know what to do with it all. And in the construction business, you basically get it while the getting is good, because it's not always going to be that way. So I have dedicated all my time to making money. That's it. A couple of months back, when I was making these videos and had all that time, had a lot of time, but I was struggling paying bills and keeping the project going. Kind of slowed down there for a while on the project because of funds, for one, and also ordering products like the crossover steering that took over 3 months to finally get here. And I've been waiting on that for a long time. Ended up buying a work truck, and now it's broke. So I'm going to spend some time on that. I'm going to introduce the new truck for the next video, and you'll see some work being done to it. It is a 2nd gen, so we're going to do some 2nd gen material on this page. And not just stick with the 1st gen stuff, although this will always be a 1st gen channel. One other thing is I cannot commit any longer to weekly videos. I love the 1st gen Friday, and I will continue to do 1st gen Friday. I just cannot promise that I will have a video out every week. You'll just have to bear with me and take the videos as they come. When I have time, I'll definitely give you videos. But I'm not going to give up on the project. I'm not giving up on the channel. Just working to better my life financially. So hope you guys understand, and we'll see you next episode here on 1st Gen Diesel.